Hey everyone, welcome back to Ask Reddit, the place where you can get your daily dose of Reddit stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss an episode. Today's stories are from one of my favorite subreddits, r/entitledparents. This story is posted by ThrowMeAway84103, and it's about how he takes revenge on the crazy client and charges him more money. So I work on boats during the summer, making or repairing the canvas coverings for them. Some of the coverings are just fabric, some also have the plexiglass panels sewn into them. Patching the fabric, zippers, and velcro can normally be done in an hour per panel. Doing a glass replacement takes a few hours per panel. Creating a fabric-only cover from scratch can take a day per panel. Doing a glass cover can take 2 or more days per panel. This is just the sewing part, not accounting for the time it takes to take measurements and create a template or waiting for specialty materials to arrive. Time-consuming work, but it pays enough for college tuition and the cost of living during the school year. Also, most of my work is acquired by word of mouth. People see me in a marina attaching canvas to a boat, or customers recommend me to their friends. As a one-man operation, I have quite a lot of work, even without any proper advertising or retail location, to the point where my wait times can be up to 6 weeks. So to ensure that no client waits longer than another, I require a 50% deposit prior to starting the work. The deposit gets them a spot in line, and the rest of the payment comes when I deliver the canvas. This story just happened a few weeks ago. I thought this was the appropriate time, as I've begun templating this particular client's boat. Scott is a fairly regular client of mine, as he's constantly wanting new canvas bits here and there. But given his socio-economic position, he never has the money for all of it at once, just piecemeal. And unfortunately, clients like this are always the worst to deal with. Clients with money to spare are never overly zealous when it comes to ensuring my quality of work or with the timeline. But more mid-tier clients such as Scott are very much the opposite. They constantly attempt to barter my prices down by quite a significant margin, while simultaneously expecting the absolute highest quality and speedy completion. Now, Scott in particular is really bad about this sort of thing. In the past, he's gone to rather insane levels of quality inspection. He's pulled out rulers, magnifying glasses, and even a set of Mohs picks with decimal values to test on sample materials to ensure I wasn't trying to rip him off. He does all this while simultaneously attempting to coerce me into moving his projects up the line. Combine those with a poor track record for paying in a timely manner, and you might begin to see the picture forming. Luckily enough for Scott, his business hasn't been terribly affected by the pandemic, thanks to his remote location and line of work. But since my business was hampered considerably for the first few months, I had to put off or decline quite a few projects. I've started back up now though, and many of my regulars with smaller jobs have had the opportunity to save up their money and request a single larger project from me, and Scott was one of them. He wanted a large rear deck enclosure and to redo his flybridge's canvas completely. I planned to do 4 large panels for the rear deck, all hard glass, with zippers and snaps to attach. The flybridge is going to be attached via rails that were already installed and consist of 6 smaller panels. 4 with hard glass and 2 with soft, flexible glass for the corners. The whole project was going to cost around about $10,000, but I let Scott talk me down to $9,500. I told him that after I receive his deposit, I can put him on the wait list. It'll be a 2-week wait and another 4 weeks for construction. Scott says, "Great, won't be a problem. You'll have the deposit by the weekend, which means I'll be able to get it by the 4th of July, right? I'm taking the family out for the weekend, and I'll be needing the boat." "Yeah, you should have it a week before, supposing nothing dramatic halts everything again." So the conversation ended, rather uneventful, surprisingly enough, and I continued working on other projects as I awaited his deposit. A week passes with no deposit in the mail, so I go ahead and give Scott a text to see what's up. "Hey Scott, it's Mark. Just wondering what was up with the deposit." His wife replies, "Oh hey Mark, sorry, Scott's busy with his business, but I'll let him know you called. What's wrong with the deposit?" "Well, I just haven't gotten it, that's all, and I can't put you guys down on the schedule until I do." The sooner I get it, the sooner y'all get your canvas." "Oh, sorry about that. He must have forgotten again. I'll let him know once he's done." The next 2 weeks left me quite busy, as I had a number of smaller jobs that needed to be done before I moved on to Scott's, mostly repair work or glass replacement. As I'm finishing up the last of them, I check my schedule to see what projects came after Scott's. Only Scott's name wasn't on my schedule because he still hadn't sent the check. Sorted through my stack of checks to ensure I didn't forget it, but no, he still hadn't sent it. So again, I gave him a call. "Hey man, it's Mark again. I still haven't gotten your deposit. You know what's going on?" "Oh yeah, sorry, I got real busy with work and forgot to send it. You know how it is. I'll make sure you've got it in this week." "Okay man, but I can't get you in the schedule until I have the deposit." Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it." Within a few days of calling Scott, 2 more clients contacted me asking for some pretty big jobs. Glass replacement and repairs of all the canvas on one, and a new bimini and flybridge for the other. I got their deposits just days after I inspected the boats, and gave them my estimates. These new projects, in addition to everything else on my plate, pushed my waitlist back 6 to 7 weeks. Finally, another full week later, Scott's deposit came in, so I slotted him at the back of the line. Now, it had already been 4 weeks since I gave Scott my initial estimate, and as I said, I've had quite a few new customers already send in their deposits, and I've already made it clear as day that one spot in line is reserved only when I get the deposit. A fairly simple concept if you ask me, but apparently not to everyone. As 2 weeks later, 4th of July weekend rolls around, and Scott calls me in an absolute fit of rage.
"Mark, where the fork is my canvas? I told you I was taking my boat out this weekend with my family. You ruined everything."
"Calm down now, stop screaming. I told you that you'd get a spot in line when I got your deposit. In the 4 weeks that I had to wait, I've had other jobs come in and take priority."
"Why the fork is it not done already? This is completely unacceptable. I've already paid you $4,500 and I need my canvas now. Can you even comprehend how unprofessional this is?"
"I'm so sorry you feel this way, Scott. Tell you what, since you're so dissatisfied with my service thus far, I'll refund you all $4,500 right now. You'll have the money back in 3 days.
"No, wait, I like you. I'm sorry. I can wait.
I don't want my deposit back." Now, I wasn't just gonna let Scott off nice and easy after shooting himself in the foot and then screaming at me over it. So I figured I'd require a degree of monetary compensation for all the undue stresses. I only had about 4 weeks of work left, but Scott didn't know this. "Are you sure about that, Scott? It'll be about 10 weeks before I can fit you in, and I know how much you hate waiting."
"What? Shoot, fine. Are you sure you can't move me up at all, even just a few weeks?"
"Well, I have just begun a new priority projects program that you can choose, but it'll require a 75% deposit and an additional 10% beyond the original estimate upon completion. So for your canvas, I'll need an additional $3,600 now and $2,600 upon completion."
"Oh,
"And how soon could I get my canvas if I did want it faster?" "Oh, I could probably start on it in 3 to 4 weeks. Move you up the line quite a bit. It'll be done before Labor Day."
Oh, okay then. You think we could do that then?"
"You're right. I really don't like waiting a long time for things." "Not a problem then. I'll go ahead and mark you down for expedited completion. As long as I get your additional deposit within the next 3 weeks, I'll be out on your boat before the end of the month. Anything else?"
I think that's it. Just call me if there are any issues."
I got the check in the mail 2 days later, as well as a little Starbucks gift card from Scott's wife as an apology for Scott's behavior. Not exactly sure why it was necessary, given the extra 10% I tacked on was the real apology, but I guess it's the thought that counts. I'm also guessing she chewed him out pretty well over all the screaming. And as I said earlier, I've now begun doing the template for his rear deck. I've taken all the measurements now, so one of these days when it's not so windy, I'll hopefully be able to set up the plastic itself and making all the other marks. Looking at it, I think I might even be done early. And considering there's no way I'm taking my college courses online, I think I'll just keep at this canvas stuff for a little while. Thanks again for watching today's episode of Reddit Stories. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about this video. Share your story, and if you want to see more of this, please like and subscribe to my channel.